wood carving courses. Ruben Llano here, carbonsforeveryone.com, and this video series is all about how you can learn how to carve better faces. This is a clay model, but we are actually working in a block of wood. So this video series is all about the face. So we start in the faces, like when you're going to school, you're going to start studying something simple, like making line drawings and simple drawings and stuff like that. In a wood carving school or in a wood carving class, you should learn in the beginning. If you're a beginner, you should learn step by step in a little section. So that's why I divide the face in a different sections. I decided to study the nose. So we are studying the nose. So this class is focused just in the nose. I already had 2 video lessons down there. You go down there, you can find the links. And this is a class number 333. This is class number 3. And we excited here that you are here with me and that you are taking charge in this class, and then you are practice at home what you're learning in this class as well. Today we're going to finish roughing this out. We are pretty much done with the rough out in this class. We'll be done with the rough out like this, and tomorrow, the next class, you will be ready to start carving the details. Also, if you do subscribe, I invite you to go down below and grab the subscribe and you subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you inside in this class series of how to make better faces. Welcome back to class number 3. We are ready here to decided to work in the second part of this face. In the another part we carved this size. We finished all rough it out pretty much over there. So now we're going to work in this size. Here's our side view drawing. So it's pretty much like that. So you can see the lips are down there, and the nostril is going to be over here. The other part over here, and we have the eyebrows. The eyes start right over here. We have the cheek and this, so forth. So let's see how it goes with this class. So I'm gonna push this back over here. This is where the eye is gonna be. So we working in the tutorial phase. We kind of cut about right in front of. This is my profile over here. So if this is my wood over here, by working with the whole face, I will cut this over here like this. But the distance right there, remember this is double size of the regular face. Regular face will be about this big. So I will cut this over here, look like a lot of distance, but because this is bigger. So that's what I'm doing, is about right here. So the eye is going to start right there. So the eye is going to go like this. And in this angle right here. So this will be the forehead over here. So we don't carve that much in this part over here. Remember the forehead, we just focus on the nose. So that's probably good for now. It look a little bit round. If you have trouble like I'm having right now, because I'm taller, so you can use your wood mallet. I promise you that I will make a video in this video course of how to make your own mallet. You can buy a fancy one, or you can make one in your lathe. I can show you when you don't have to even have a lathe. So it'll be all handmade. You just need a few tools. You can use a handsaw and a piece of lumber and a few things, and I will show you. Maybe between the next lesson, I will show you how to make the mallet, and that way you'll have one for your carbons. I can show you how to make different sizes as well. So that will be a short video I will do before I finish this course. That will be kind of the bonus for this video class. So this is getting shaped down there with the eye. Remember, after we rough this out, we're going to start doing the details. We have to make sure this size match this size. That's when we're going to use a different tools. We're going to use a caliper for that, or some people call it a compass. I used to work with a British carver, stone carver, so sometimes the names are different than you do in the United States. So over here we're going to have the nose have the few bones. So you have the bone nose over here. Will be on top of your nose right here, and they come with the masilla. Masilla come over here, this part over here, and it connects to that bone over there, and also is connected to the cranium. The nose bone is connected to the cranium with the gabella. So that's where they connected there. And this part, from this part on down there, I have a design over here. So that's the bone over here, the nose bone over here, the masilla over here, and this is a cartilage. So we have 5 different types of cartilage. We have the lateral cartilage. This is the bottom. These two goes together over here in the center. That's kind of where they form them. You can see that space in between your nose. Sometimes you have a little space over here, like a line over here. It's because you have a cartilage in this way, cartilage this way, and 2 cartilage, 1 cartilage this size, 1 cartilage in this size. So that's how the cartilage goes on the bones. I will post a different picture in there. That way you can see better than just describing you like this. So now we're going to run over here a little bit. Remember, don't run too much because you have those 2 cartilage on top. So you're trying to create an edge right there. For now, like a Michelangelo, he used to have a real sharp edge in there, something like especially David. After a while, he rounded out more, but that was one of his characteristics. You can see that Michelangelo's carving. So I hope you've been liking this video so far. I would like you to go down below and let me know if this is a good idea to have a video like this, a step by step, or you like to have better, faster, more faster videos. I mean, the fast forward all this process. That way we end the video will be end faster. But what I think that way is because you're going to miss all the points. So that's what I'm making these step-by-step videos. I would like you to know what you think about it. Well, I think it's a good idea just to do a little bit step-by-step. That way you don't miss any of the process. You can find a lot of videos on YouTube about how you can carve a face. There are a few over there on how to carve, but they're all real fast. They doesn't show you step by step, and most of the time when you're going to have the step by step videos, there's a video course and you have to subscribe for or pay for the video course. I mean, this is a free video course I decided to create for you. I just tried to create a free video course because I want you to learn as well how to become a wood carver, or how you can create better faces. So that's my purpose right here, is to show you for free. This is where we have to go back more. I'm talking too much, I don't put too much attention. When I was a teenager, I was 100% decided I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to be a painter or sculptor. I was not that sure yet at that point in my life. So in my high school, in all the classes, and every paper the teacher gave me for story or whatever it was, I used in the bag was clean, because that time was only one copy, one face photocopy machine. So, and what I used to do was drawing pictures in the back. So in all my classes I used to draw pictures, but I never got in trouble with any of the teachers because I told my teachers that I'm going to be an artist. So everybody knew that my goal in life was to become an artist. So they never complained because I was okay students. I passed all my subjects and everything, but at the same time I was studying. I want to be an artist, so I was paying attention to the teacher, and at the same time I was paying attention to what I was drawing. And I make a few money that way. I sell it to my friends in high school. I used to sell my drawings in there. I used to tell my friend, just give me a few bucks for this. And they used to buy it for me. For some time they say, can I have it? I always give it to them free, so that was kind of interesting. So that's a story when I was a teenager. I want to be an artist. So what I was saying that is because I was told you that I got distracted talking to you and no carbon. Well, most of the time when you are an artist or you're a carver, you can do two things at once. Like I can carve right now like here, and I can talk to you at the same time, and I have to think about what I'm doing. So this is looking good right there, you see? It's getting the shape. I'm going to see, so the eyes go right here. If this was over here, I would just pretty much right there is when we had to stop. So this is part of the brown over here. This is the top lip. The top lip of the eye will be right here. Remember, we're making a little like Michelangelo style, so it's a little frowning person. So I flip it over, you can see the around this, the forehead is around it a little bit. So you can see that everything match over here. So you can see that we only focus in part of the nose, so sometimes it look kind of funny because it's skinny over here, but because we're missing the rest part of the face. Remember, we only focus in the nose, and that's what we are focused on. So we're trying to make, that's what we create this line in the middle. And the idea is because we copy whatever is in one side to the other side the same. So like over here, this over here to be thinner. We still have too much over here. So when you create like this, you're trying to copy the other side, trying to make it the same. So now this look bigger than this. I mean, this is just to give an idea that the eye will start right here, but we are not making the eyes right now. But still, we have to have the idea of what this look like in the corner of the eye. So right now we continue working on this over here. We can round it up over here a little bit more. That way we can create a shape on the other side. So it looks pretty close. So also, I was going to tell you that when you carve, when you're wood carving, you don't have to, you think that you need all this fancy stuff. You need a fancy tables, a fancy vice grip, you know, a clamp, you know, a board bench stand. You can have all those, but at the same time, you are in the beginning or you don't have a budget to buy a bunch of all different things. This is video class. I showing you that you don't need all these different things. That's what I'm making this video class is very simple. I can show you in a real fancy table, but remember that the tools doesn't make the carbons. What makes the carbon is the carver and how you carve itself. So when I was a teenager, like I was telling you before, I was determined to be an artist. So I used to grab a piece of wood with a pocket knife, and I used to go and carve in any place in my house. So sometimes I used to go in the living room and start carving on the table, and my older sister, her job used to be to clean up in the house in the morning. And she used to sweep the floor or whatever. And I used to start carving, and she used to see me carving, and she was coming and chase me with a wood because she just finished cleaning. And I would start making a mess with wood carving, wood chips everywhere. So that's what happens sometimes. So you have to consider your householder people, your other people who live in your house. So, like I hear in a group that this person, he is quite a bin, plastic bin, and he's carving inside the bin because he uses a wheelchair, so he can put it on top of his lap. That way he can create his wood carving. So that's pretty cool that you can carve it any place. So like I say, you can carve this, you can carve it on top of a wood stool, you can carve it in your table, or even clamp a piece of wood in a corner or something and just clamp it in there. Also for wood carvings, I showed you so far in this video, I only introduced you 3 different tools. I introduced you for this is a gouge, this is a number 8. I introduced to you a number 3. And I also introduced you a Festool straight chisel. So what I'm trying to do this is to show you that you don't need that many tools. Now you only need a few tools to create a piece of art. Like in these days, I work in about 7 foot tall cross. This is in the cross. And right now I kind of working in the detail parts, and I've been working with the same gouge almost all day. So this gouge has been working for over 10 hours today. So that's I've been doing all pretty much with this gouge today. So I tell you that because I want you to know that you don't have to buy. You can buy all different tools you want. Yeah, as always when we are carvers, I have a lot of tools myself. But when you're a carver, you want to have as many tools you want because it's kind of fun, or it's nice to have as many tools. Usually what I do is when I get a job, a commission, or I sell something, I save some money to the side, and that money is to buy a tool. So that's how I've been creating a good amount of tools. So in every job I pretty much buy a different tool. So that's kind of my reward for that job. So that's the way you can do. You can do little by little, get you different tools you need. But in the beginning, you have a 1 or 2, you still can create something great with those few tools. So you can see over here, it's getting the shape. It's kind of looking the same. So the whole idea is that we create a middle line. It's because you're trying to copy one side to the other side. So over here is going to be the frowning of Michelangelo. So in this point, pretty much we're going to start kind of creating the details. So that's going to be pretty much the lesson number 4. I'm going to show you a little bit. So this was our forehead over here. It's kind of round a little bit. Remember that if you have a light model, you just take measurements to the light model as well, and you kind of copy that. When you're working for a photograph, it's a good idea when you're working for a photograph, you take a front view, a side view, all the views you can, and that way you can use it for reference, and that way you can take measurements as well. This is just for an imagination. I carved this for imagination. I don't have a model. So when I made the drawings as well, I did it by imagination. I didn't copy anyone in particular. So that's something you can do sometimes, but sometimes when you're doing that, you kind of get more lost. So sometimes it's a good idea to have a good reference. So you see that's kind of the shape of your forehead right there. Now, see, I'm a little short, so I have to tip it over right in the second to see this part over here. I have another table that I can go down. It's like have like an easel. That way it goes down to the height I need it. For this one, I made it permanent, and you can visit the video. I will put the link below. You're going to create a simple table. I created this table with 2x6s that was used in my workshop for something else. So I grab all those 2x6s and I create a table because I create a simple table for you, so that way you can make your own little table that you can put it in the corner of your place or your workshop, and that way you can carve. Let's get rid of this corner of the mouth. Is it bugging me for a while because I look in the back? I want to look a little bit around it. So now you know how to carve better noses. I hope this class was great for you. I hope you learned a lot from this class. I hope this class was really informative for you to learn how to carve better noses. That way you can master the technique how to create a beautiful faces. So remember to create a beautiful faces and to become master or to create better every day. You need to spare some time. You will take some time every day to carve. At least carve it for 30 minutes, an hour. You have an hour, that'd be great. You carve it every day for an hour. Imagine how much you can do in a month. So 30 days and 30 hours, you can create a piece like that probably in 30 hours and something like that. So if you carve every day for an hour, you will create a beautiful things. So you start feeling cramping in your hands because you are working too much every day. You grabbing those. I destroyed my shop. You grabbing those tools too hard like this, and you carving all day long. So you're pushing right here into your hand, and you're gonna feel all the crampiness in your hands, especially in your fingers, because you're grabbing it all day. Especially like stone carving. When I work in stone carving, I have those pneumatic hammers and the stone chisels, and I have a hand punch and a 4 pounds mallet, 3 pounds mallet. You hit it all day, hit it all day long. You're gonna feel real cramp in your hands. So what I do for those, usually I bought these Chinese bowls. They're Chinese bowl. They're two bowls, and they're called Chinese bowls. And I put it in my hands, and you kind of rotate it back and forth in your hands, and do this exercise in your hands. If you don't have the Chinese bowls, so you can find that you can get two golf bowls, and you can put in your hands and you can rotate it back and forth for maybe about 5 minutes, and that will kind of relax and lose your fingers, and that way the next day you feel better and you are ready to start carving. So remember, you start feeling tired in your hands, so just take a little break. Maybe it's a time to stop for a little while and come back later. So remember, the more you carve every day, the better your hands get used to it, and especially in the beginning, you're going to feel all these pains. So thank you for watching. If you already went down below and subscribe, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That will make me feel great. Also, I invite you to visit my website, Carvings for Everyone, and these video courses will be there in a section for you, and that way you can find it all there, and there will be more courses available. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video class on how you can carve better noses for become and get better faces.